Hey everyone, welcome back to the Movie Studio. I'm here today with a brand new video for you guys. I am going to be talking about WandaVision Season 1, Episode 4, titled We Interrupt This Program, and I'm here with my dad, mduhzay.
Hey.
Okay, so first of all, we got our pop figures. These are from the 70s, so Episode 3. And yeah, I think they look pretty cool.
Yeah, it's Vision, and he's carrying his book. I assume it's his pregnancy book.
And then Wanda with her belly bump.
That's right. There you go. These are awesome, by the way. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oop. And this one is a GameStop, only at GameStop.
Are they
exclusive?
Or is it just that one, or is this one too?
That one's a GameStop exclusive. Okay, yeah.
I think that they're pretty cool. So yeah, these are the 70s Episode 3. And those are on Amazon, correct? Or they?
We got the one from GameStop.
Okay.
And we got them both from GameStop.
Mm-hmm. And if we're just looking here, we do know there's going to be a Halloween episode coming up, so that it will probably be at the next two, I'm assuming.
I think so.
So we'll either be next week or Episode 6. And then there's the 50s one in here, too. So yeah, I think we're really excited to be able to watch that one episode. And it's kind of cool how they gave the clue on like the back of what they would look like. I think.
That's right.
So we're gonna go ahead and dive right into the episode. So the end of the last episode definitely had a cliffhanger. Would you agree?
Yeah.
With Geraldine.
So Geraldine is thrown outside of the town of Westview by Wanda. Geraldine mentioned something about her brother being killed by Ultron, and basically Wanda freaked out and threw her out. So episode 4 is kind of telling the story of what was going on while episodes 1, 2, and 3 were happening. Really some backstory stuff.
Yeah, this is some backstory stuff. So it was a little bit taken away from like the sitcom stuff like this, but I thought this episode had more of a Marvel vibe to it. It had detective, I thought, and I did like that about this one. I thought it provided some backstory, and now we know more going into these next episodes. That will probably be a lot more will be more sitcom, but I'm glad that they put this episode in. And yeah, I definitely felt like Marvel. I mean, not to the point like Marvel, regular Marvel movie, but I think they got there a little bit more. Would you agree?
Yeah, for sure. So the episode started with Monica Rambeau, who is Geraldine. Mm-hmm. Monica wakes up from the snap, the blip, when she's been out of action for 5 years. When Thanos, snapped his fingers, half the population went away. She's coming back. So in other words, Avengers Endgame, they fixed the snap, the blip as they call it in the show, and now Monica's appearing, and she was where she was before the snap. So she's in the hospital bed where she was visiting her mom, and she finds out that her mom, who was the originator and leader of SWORD, she's died of cancer. And so Monica freaks out. So Monica goes to the SWORD headquarters and is given a missing persons case. And she is sent to this town in New Jersey, which is Westview. Mm-hmm. And that's where this episode takes off.
So then she puts her hand in.
So there's a force field. And she puts her hand in the force field and goes through it, and then she's sucked into basically the sitcom.
And becomes Geraldine.
So that's the backstory there of how Geraldine, the SWORD employee, Monica Rambeau got into it and became Geraldine.
I think Geraldine is an interesting character, so I'm excited to see.
I want to know where they're going to go.
I'm assuming she'll be back.
Absolutely.
Next episode, and we'll learn more about that. And I would agree, Wanda snapping and things like that was kind of like a sitcom drama. I was kind of feeling those vibes. Would you agree?
Sure. Mm-hmm. So right out of Riverdale.
Mm-hmm. So Darcy Lewis is here. She's from Thor 1.
Dr. Lewis. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was from Thor 1, one of the scientists. And she is brought in by SWORD to help figure out what's going on in this town. And she discovers what?
She discovers the WandaVision sitcom.
Yep.
So it was interesting. I was confused as to what happened for what was going on, but then I kind of realized what was going on. They're discovering this sitcom, so now it's catching up to the 1, 2, and 3 timelines. Now they're watching the sitcom, and they're starting to piece together what is this supposed to mean,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the whole time they're sending in drones, and the drone in episode 1 or 2 that Wanda found, this was one of the drones, They send in a guy to go through the sewers, and crazy stuff happens. Like when the drone goes through, the style of the drone kind of is retro. And when the guy goes through the sewer, he gets disconnected. His rope gets disconnected, and it comes back as a jump rope. And then the suit, he looks like he comes out of the sewer, and he turns in from a hazmat suit to a beekeeper's suit. So it's strange things happening as they try to infiltrate the world of Westview, the sitcom world of Wanda and Vision.
And this mystery, I think, is interesting. Just to have the beekeeper mystery, I think it's gonna be interesting to see where it goes. I'm assuming they'll explain more to that in these last 5 episodes. To think about it, we thought this was gonna be 6, and then we will only have 2 episodes left, but there's 9.
Mm-hmm.
So we still have 5 more to think about it, and I'm glad that they went from 6 to 9. So the main question is, like, how is Wanda? Is Wanda behind everything? I think that's kind of like the main question as to what is going on right now in this show. Do you have a thought on it?
Well, at the end of episode 4 is Vision is saying, "Why don't we just leave? He can tell something's wrong." And Wanda says, "No, we can't leave. This is our home now. I have everything under control." And then when Monica is waking up from being thrown out of Westview, and she's surrounded by SWORD employees, she says, "It's all Wanda," or something like that. "It's all Wanda." And so they leave us with the understanding that Wanda is created this world. She's created this city. She's taken all of these people and brought them together, and this is all her. She's kind of going through some sort of psychotic break or something, and the loss of Vision when he died in Infinity War.
So yeah, she's just creating this like perfect, funny life, and I think that makes sense for the sitcom, and how weird it is, because it is kind of like make believe, kind of,
Yeah, well, yeah, it's all going on in her head. She's creating this with the magic that she has.
And I think that we had that theory, like, is this all going inside her head? I think they gave a little bit more of a idea that is the case this episode.
Yeah,
I thought
she's creating this,
and like I thought they did a good job in leaving us with that, because we still have 5 more episodes. We're just gonna have to see where it goes. But as far as and then another side note is that there was no commercial break, but this episode also wasn't really a sitcom,
right?
So I think that makes sense. There will probably be a one for the Halloween episode, definitely.
I would think so.
So what overall grade would you give this episode?
I gave it an A. I loved it. How about you?
I thought it was better than 1, 2, and 3. I thought.
So an A plus.
I think I give it an A plus. Yeah.
Very good. I love it all. I can't wait for Friday.
Yeah, and then that'll be episode 5. So again, we have these pop figures right here, and so yeah. Anything else you want to say?
Just an awesome show. Awesome. I just love it.
We're really excited, and then we have Falcon the Winter Soldier directly after this, a week in between, and then we have Loki, and then a few other shows, and then we'll be back up to Star Wars. So I think they're really doing good, and now that I think they're going to be able to. The shows we're going to get a lot more content.
Did you read what they announced today?
What did they announce?
They announced a Black Panther television show
for Disney Plus.
For Disney Plus.
Okay. So yeah, I did not hear that. So
announced it today. So I'm not sure what it's going to be. Wakanda, the country focused in on those characters. So that's exciting, because I loved that movie.
Unfortunately, no Chad Boseman though.
Yeah. I am very sad about that. I imagine they have a plan.
And I think it'll be interesting to see.
Yes.
What's going to happen? And isn't there a Black Panther 2 coming out soon?
There is. I think they're in pre-production on that. So they'll be filming that later this year. And I think while they're doing that, I think they might be doing television shows. They might be doing both at the same time. 2022
probably.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, that'll be really interesting. So yeah, really good show. We're excited to watch episode 5. So anyways, I think that is pretty much it. So I want to thank everyone for watching my studio. Like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and bye.
See ya.